Hello, Internet people. It's been a little while since I've made a video using my voice, and frankly, I'm pretty sure absolutely nobody has missed it. In the last month since the last video went up, I uploaded a random video in Forza 7 on Xbox, and then a Clan Battles moment where I made heavy use of music, captions, and GIFs. And yes, by the way, it is GIFs. If you call it GIF, you're a heathen. I don't know. But yeah, just by the very nature of things, this is how it goes. I don't make a commentary for a month, and now y'all are going to get 2 in the same week, plus potentially some other videos that may or may not actually even be Warships related that I have been wanting to do for a while. Those actually just being straight up Let's Plays of other games. But yes, in the last commentary that I made, I was talking about the French battleships. So at the time they were upcoming. I was talking about how I had gotten the Leon out of a crate and was, having a fun time with it. 16 guns. How could that not be fun? Well, I'll tell you how that could not be fun. If those 16 guns just can't hit shit. And clearly, in order to balance, having 16 guns, the dispersion on the Leon has to be just completely terrible, or else that ship would be one of the most overpowered things in the game. Which they would never let a tech tree ship be so overpowered, right, guys? Right? So, yeah, the Leon, it still wasn't a bad ship, but I was not able to make friends with the dispersion on those 16 guns. With the Tier 8, however, this thing, the Richelieu, or Richelieu as I've heard it called, this thing is completely different. With 8 guns, it needs much better dispersion values. Its sigma is like 2.0. So this is far less of a shotgun and far more rewarding for people who actually know how to aim. But the thing with the Richelieu, I actually have it spec'd in this game for secondaries. At the time that I got this gameplay, I was doing the French campaign mission where you needed to get an absolute shit ton of ribbons with all, various types of ships, be it either any ship, any French ship, the Aigle, and then a French battleship above Tier 8, or Tier 8 or above. So, of French battleships that are Tier 8 or above, well, for me, this was it. I'm not going to blow money on the Gaston. So, in order to actually be able to get ribbons, I spec this thing for secondaries. Now, other high-tier French battleships, being pretty much the other 3 that aren't this one, are fairly well suited for secondaries, and holy shit, this Farragut surprised me, and the replay kind of has some funkiness going on. There's a lot of juddering still with the replay system, but at least now it only seems to be with ships that are moving very fast, very close, or with ships that are just moving at slow speed. For something that I'm shooting at 10 kilometers that is moving at top speed, there is absolutely no juddering whatsoever, which is very, very nice. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. The secondary build is useful, or at least more useful, on the Alsace, the Gaston, and the Republic, or Republique, just to make it more French. But on the Richelieu, you don't get a lot of secondaries. The secondaries have the range, but, in raw damage, at least at the point that I got this gameplay, was not really my priority here. And by the way, I'm about to make a mistake. I'm deciding to leave my little Bowan corridor, and I'm about to get pretty much bitch smacked by North Carolina, and he's going to end up just putting a citadel right through the ass of the ship. So I'm not going to have a lot of health, and Yeah, frankly, you're probably wondering why I even bothered to upload this gameplay to begin with. But yeah, well, I'll get to that. The Richelieu, though, a secondary build on this thing is not ideal because of just the playstyle of the ship. It's like a Dunkirk. You find a place to sit bow on and just, yep, there it is. Yep, and I have no health now. So, you find a place to sit bow on and tank shells all day long while getting all 8 of your guns firing. That's a problem if you're specking for secondaries, because all the secondaries are on the side and back of the ship. So to actually use them, you have to sail out, give broadside, and do things that you normally would not want to do in a Richelieu in order to just get these secondaries going. On the Gaston and the Republic, that's not really a problem because you have a turret in the back. And the Alsace it's set up like a more traditional battleship. It's a, Iowa or Yamato setup, just with an extra barrel per turret. So that's a very, very comfortable ship to play. But, point is now I'm having problems with, getting secondaries up, and I have no health now. So what I'm going to do is just stay behind this island and go back to trying to tank everything, because going out and trying to get secondaries going was clearly not going to work. So the enemy team now is actually pushing into CD. By the way, yes, this is the new Northern Lights variant. They finally put Northern Lights back in the game. This map is... Its really only difference from the normal North is the cap setup. Now, I like this cap setup a lot better than the old North, just because there's absolutely now zero incentive to sail on the opposite side of those big islands. I mean, people will still obviously do it because, there are potatoes in the game, what can you do about it? So, this setup, I think, is better, but it's confusing. Just because I am so used to this cap that I'm looking at right now being C, but it's D. And then later on, I'm going to be going into B, but it's actually C. So I'm going to be calling this C cap, but it's really D, but you know what I mean. That Richelieu on the opposite side of the map is not helping, and yeah, you'll see a little bit more of that guy later. But right now, it's not looking good. The enemy team has made a pretty concerted push into the CD cap. I'm on low health and I'm blowing through my heals. So now, halfway through this video, you're still probably wondering, hey, why the hell did you even upload this? This is trash. What's going on here? Well, what's about to happen is pretty much a Berserk mode. At this point, I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just going to charge. So, there's one kill. And this North Carolina is actually, he's actually run aground. Or at least about to run aground. And we actually prevented D from being captured. So, this guy is giving me broadside. And he's reversing off the rocks. So, that's the easiest shot in the world. I'm still blowing through heals. I'm now looking over there hoping that I don't get cross-mapped again by that enemy Richelieu. So, now, this is a problem. I'm on very, very low health. The enemy team, at least over here, is now pretty thin. Our team is winning, but yeah, see, there's the cross-map. I believe that was from Eisenhower. Our team is winning, but barely. And I'm just staying here, just thinking, I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. There's Mogami. I've been shooting at that guy on and off pretty much all game. And, okay, yeah, I take back that thing about how ships don't, how the ships are, fluid movement. What the hell am I trying to say? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, close quarters expert on low health Eagle. But yeah, I take back that whole thing about how the the ships aren't choppy, moving back and forth when I'm aiming at them, and yet they're the Eagle's torpedoes, as predictable as ever. And yeah, that right there illustrates, that salvo just there illustrates probably the most annoying thing about the French battleships. I was on a game on Sleeping Giant at one point and tried, charging down a Baltimore. And yeah, got the very rude awakening that all my shells were overpenning everything. So, if you're in a cruiser and you got a French battleship chasing after you, honestly, the best thing you can do is try and get close to it. Try and get close to it without getting citadeled when you're still kind of far out, and he'll just be overpenning you all day, and you should have the time to take him apart if you have the health. So, yeah. At 3 kills down, I'm chasing down this Mogami, and the enemy Normandy, which I put a citadel into on pretty much my first salvo of the game, he's actually still alive. And he's in B. Or C, rather. Yeah, see? And yeah, only now am I kind of realizing, okay, if this guy is capable of doing a lot of damage to me, I'm going to be in real trouble here. Thankfully, there was at least a DD there that occupied him for now, but that guy died, and now the enemy team is a good 100 points ahead of us. This Mogami still isn't dead. I still haven't gotten hit by any of his torpedoes. Just because I'm doing what you do with a Richelieu. Get bow on and, make yourself a narrow target. Keep your guns firing and, doing this, pretty much make sure you don't get hit by torpedoes. I killed the Mogami, and now turn in to deal with this Normandy here. That turn, thankfully, should actually keep me from not getting hit by torpedoes, and yet there's more choppy lag. This is an example of when low speed causes a lot of lag with a ship that I'm targeting. So, just keep the ship angled, all forward. Make sure this guy doesn't get a ton of damage on me. I'm now out of heals on about 3,000 health. I can't run now. I'm not going to be able to get away from this guy before he can spot me and kill me. So, I have to pretty much do that. So, yeah, Kraken and high caliber. And I smell an open cap right in front of me. The team, though, we now have the advantage in points, but again, only 1 cap. That Mayhan is actually about to get taken out by one of the friendly battleships. I only have 2 friendly battleships left. So, the Mayhan, a Gneisenau, and that Richelieu that popped a shot at me earlier in the match. So, I'm going to sail into B on 1,600 health. I'm spotted by aircraft. That Gneisenau has got to be looking at me, and he is. So, let's take the shot and quickly turn in and get the angled armor pointed at him. And 1 shell hit that bounces off the turret. The DD is dead, and I'm in the cap. If I can not get spotted by aircraft anymore, I should have a free capture here on my hands. And my 2 friendly battleships, yes, unspotted, my 2 friendly battleships that are over in C or D, they should be able to help me finish off this Gneisenau. But where the hell is that enemy Richelieu? Like, I don't know where he is, and he could just sail around a corner from my port side and just blap me in 2 seconds, and I won't be able to do anything about it. So, where is that guy? I don't know. I'm only a few seconds away from actually getting the cap. And There we are. That Gneisenau is now focused on the Fuso and the Alabama. Get another nice salvo into him. I'm back unspotted. Yep, blind fire shot misses. So, this guy is as good as dead as far as I'm concerned. The only question is, can I get a 6th kill on 1600 health? Going for it? Nope. Damn it. But we are 130 points ahead, and that has pretty much guaranteed the win right there. Though, right now is where I'm going to make pretty much my only, real fuck up aside from taking that Citadel from the North Carolina that got me in this little health situation. I should have just turned back toward my friendlies and just run out the clock. Instead, I turn this way and, oh hey, there's the full health enemy Richelieu still just sitting there. Yeah, this is how it's gonna end. See ya. But team is still 30 points ahead, and both sides have 2 caps. We're good. That is a Kraken on a quarter health all the way in the Richelieu. Thank you all for watching and listening to my rambling. I will talk to you all later.